Hello everybody, it is Curiosity and I am back again with the recently dropped top 16 from the booster boxes October online regional. So as always, we are going to jump right in and go through everything that happened this weekend. I actually did end up playing in this regional, so if you did not end up checking out my stream that day, I definitely had some wins, definitely got my butt kicked in others. But it was a lot of fun, and I look forward to kind of seeing where my Syndrome deck goes and where it takes me from here on out. But without further ado, let's jump into this. Our first place winner is Popcorn Possums. Congrats. And it's a friend rail deck. So I had already dropped at this point in the regional, but I was watching this on the live stream. And let me tell you, the last round 9 battle that Popcorn Possum had to go through was intense. So good job and good way of battling through that here. The deck is pretty standard with it being kind of this Dexdoru kind of middle end with the Lugar in the back, which is pretty neat. But also I really like the fact that the memory boost is in here, like the missed memory boost is being played in here to kind of give that little extra memory gain for when you need it just to get those final little pieces in here. I was also surprised to see Analog Youth at 4. I think it's a really great card to have, a really good searcher to be dealing with. And it also helps fill up your trash as well. So very, very cool to see kind of those little tech choices in there. And congrats again to your first place win. In second place, we have IDBW with the Dexdoru purple base. Very interesting to see the Lugomon engine running in the beginning here in the lower levels and then phasing into that Doru and Dexdoru decks as it always has. Seems pretty standard of a deck. Interesting to see how the purple memory boosts are in here as well. I'm curious if they kind of debated between the missed memory boosts as well versus the purple memory boost. And it'd be kind of cool to see what that sort of decisioning looked like. Shine Gray Ruin Mode, what a great tech choice to have in here. And the UG at 1 as well is pretty good too. So congrats there on second place. Moving into third place, we have Wolf Brigade with another Fenrir deck. This one is running more of the traditional Luga line. It doesn't run the Dexdoru in the level 4 area. So it is cool to see more of a classic take on it, also still topping. And we can see that Fenrir is pretty strong. It is becoming a very strong deck, and we're starting to see that between Dexdoru and Fenrir, they're starting to like kind of take over a bit of the meta, whereas last time it was all Imperial. It is nice to see more of a variety here kind of starting to come up. We also have a red-based Ancient Garu deck running a little bit of the hybrids in here, which was kind of interesting to see. So we have the Beowulfmon as well as the Jelt Sylphie in here. Of course, you're going to have that Lobomon to get you into that Ancient Garu pretty quick. Having that Shine Gray as well, great tech choice for a lot of decks that run either yellow or purple. It really can mess with your opponents when you have that running there. Other than that, very awesome to see that this red base is climbing up in Ancient Garu, especially because a lot of people were kind of, you know, having that blue base versus red base battle that's been going on. But in fifth place, and sorry, that was redjoker.exe. Congratulations on your fourth place with your Ancient Garu. And jumping into fifth place, we have the Dobble, which of course is the blue base version. So we are seeing that both color options for Ancient Garu are so valuable and so viable for this format. Whether you're running the red or the blue, really depends almost on your playstyle. So super neat to see. Congrats there on your fifth place win. In sixth place, we have Shawn with a Mirage. I know we've seen Shawn's decks before, but this is awesome to see that it is still kind of giving that sort of reward there with a couple of little changes in here, like having the Betamon with the jamming. It's nice to see that. And then having that extra little... I think the ratios haven't changed for the Mirages, but the Huankmon is now up to 2. I believe it was at 1 before, but I could be wrong there. But nice to see that this is still proving fruitful for you and your wins there. So congratulations. In 7th place is Dan Vang. Oh man, when I jumped into the server and I saw Dan Vang's name, I was like, oh man. I was like, oh, big names. But of course, the Imperial Dramon is not steering wrong here. What can I say? It is a very good Imperial deck, and having that Hexablow in there is so beneficial to really blue decks such as Imperial Dramon. So very, very cool to see that this is, again, we have those basics here, but they are so strong for Imperial. So congrats, Dan, on your win in 7th. And then we have Maru with a black base deck Storu. So we haven't seen this since, I believe, Ben's deck profile that we kind of peeked at as well in one of our top 16s in the past. It is nice to see that the variety is still there with a couple of the tech choices kind of sitting in here and providing very, very good stuff. It's nice to see kind of a different variety, such as the Agumon and the Airdramon, even though these are starting to be more played now, as we can see. Having that D-Digivolve effect on your opponent is very, very juicy, especially in this format. So congrats, Maru. In 9th place, we have AKA Greymon with a Magna X. So, of course, we are never escaping the Magna X and its full power. But what is really cool is the tech choices in this. So we've seen a lot of standard kind of Magnamon X styles with the Zudamon and the Imperial as the flex cards. But we are seeing not only Death X in here, but Ancient Garurumon is in here too, which means that you are getting the advantages of not only dealing with widespread boards, but also everything that this Ancient Garu does. So super neat to see how these kind of tech choices are starting to really create cool characters for these different players and their playstyles, right? Having that Lobomon going into the Ancient Garu is very cool in a Magnamon deck, and it gives you a lot more opportunity for kind of dealing with different format, dealing with different opponents that you've got. So very awesome job, and congrats, aka Greymon. Jumping ahead, we have Brook Daddy with Imperial. Again, very standard. This is almost pretty much the same, but they are still running that original ST9 Imperial Dramon Dragon mode in there. Very, very cool to see that the tech choice is proving useful to them. In 11th place, we have Mr. Schmeat with the 7 Great Demon Lords deck. This, of course, is a Demon Lords deck. It does what it does best, and it is very strong. With the added Shoto, it is very strong. So bravo and well done. The Kari is a very interesting one to have the security -1. I think this is something that really, really plays well, especially paired with that Revelation of Light. You can kind of have a nice little pairing there with those kind of on the field and giving, that Shoto blocker and piercing there. So awesome job, Mr. Schmeat, in 11th place. In 12th place, we have Vandarius with another Magnamon X. This one is running more of the traditional line, being that the Flame Dramons are now in here, the Zudamon Aces. We don't see the Ancient Garu. We don't see the Death X here either. But we do have, of course, I think the other deck did too, but we have the High Speed Plug-in D, which is something to always notice. And the Heaven's Judgment, also very, very good to have. So very, very cool to see these changes here. And congrats there, Vandarius. Charles Wood, you are running your Leviamon deck. Congratulations for topping. This one, when I first opened it, I was like, oh, it's Leviamon with Floodgates. And that is so fun. Having all of these Floodgates proving so useful for you, like the Psychmons running in there and having the Godzimon there as well. What can I say? This is a lot of fun, and having a little bit of that Anubismon play kind of sneaking in there is also very, very cool. So congratulations there, Charles Wood. In 14th, we have Peter with an Ancient Grey deck. I think Ancient Grey is going to make a comeback. I don't think it's not going to. I think it is a slowly growing deck that is going to become a really big boss as we get more into the next couple sets that we're about to see. So keep it up. Very, very cool. Love to see it and love to see the variety. In 15th place, we have It's Jason with the Ancient Garu deck. This one's running a little bit more of the red and Ukomon engine low end, and then phasing into that more blue kind of familiarity that we see often. Very, very awesome to see your 15th place win there. And in 16th, we have War 52896 with your Imperial deck. Congratulations. And yes, this is, again, we're running that ST version of the Dragon mode in here, which is a very interesting tech choice. But this one is also running the Hexablow, which again, very, very useful for decks like this. So there you have it. Congratulations, everybody, from 1st to 16th. I hope you all enjoy your rewards. As well as for those who don't have your invite yet, I hope you enjoy your invite and have a blast moving forward. I am curious to see what will happen next because I believe our next regional is Booster Box 2.0 format. So we'll see what's coming out. We'll see what kind of plays we have, and I look forward to it and covering the next event. I will see you all at the next video. If you liked everything, obviously like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone.